Okay. Immediately check the perimeter. Ooh, lock pickables. Also, that's apparently already openable. Beast nuts.
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon, Min.
Damn it. Might be long, I'm just admiring the architecture. You should get back to your desk. There's still someone eyeing your stationery.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
I don't know about that. If the room has any sort of furniture, feelings would at best be equivalent. I like it. I like it. Okay, so that one's locked. This one also. Oh, that one's sealed. Okay, so that'll be our escape. I mean, I don't really need to talk to Percival. I can probably just roll around the outside.
If you'll forgive my saying so, that outfit looks splendid on you.
I will do. What exactly do you do here, Percival?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
Any chance I could meet Chairman Rockwell?
Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
No, apparently not.
Sure.
Come on. Alright, what are you doing?
Alright.
There you go. And we're off to the races. Beautiful. There's a chairman. Oh, don't tell me. Construction checklist. Get rid of Mr. Clark's stuff. Percival claims the real leather sofa. Tear down the rest of the wall. Check to see if the wall is load-bearing. Do before number 2. Install steam bath in Chairman Rockwell's specifications. Install wet bar next to steam bath. Finish everything before Chairman Rockwell returns. Should be number 1. Okay. Well, so at least we do know that broadly Rockwell seems to have been telling the truth. Let's take a level head just in case we need it.
Just goes to show you never really see your hometown until you travel with a visitor.
Don't need to cap that either. Fine, we'll go to the terminal in just a moment. I have to make absolutely certain that nothing else is relevant, that I'm going to be locked out of the possibility of getting later. Big cartridge for 60. Oof. So no one's even here. Which explains a lot as to how this isn't the end of the game. Hack 100. Woo! Alright. Time to pop on a little bit of different clothing, because I specifically did prepare for this. Hack 100. Exactly. Alright. Shipment status report. We'll look at all the rest of it. Send Minister Clarks. I don't want to do that yet either. View priority message. Chairman. The rough cut of the presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has done a lot of work to do, but we've covered the basics. Halcyon is in the brink of starvation. The board scientists are working on a solution. Workers can look forward to the lifetime employment program of their chance to contribute. You'll see the current version when you print your keycard for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Yes, before you ask, the dimethyl sulfoxide has been delivered there. So that explained the location, how to get there, and where a different one of our goals is. Perfect. It's waiting for you to sign off on the broad strokes. Just want to make sure you saw it. Don't worry, I'll make sure everything gets properly edited. Sophia. I'm gonna print the ministry keycard first.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
I always knew the board was crooked, but this is just evil.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Clearly, Ellie. Okay, so we do actually get to do the rest of the stuff as well. Beautiful. Let's look at the personnel files. Subject, what's taking so long? Percival, how long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Toss Clark's belongings into the streets of Byzantium for all I care? He's not using them. Just get my office expansion done before I return. I'm tired of staring at that hole in the wall. And for the law's sake, do something about that doom and gloom presentation. We have the brightest minds in Halcyon working in our public relations department. And then they make this announcement sound like a damn funeral elegy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. First of all, reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to attend to off-site. Chairman, from Sophia. I made the inquiries and confirm that we have plenty of food, real food, stored away for our intercolony trade. The nutritional profile of food produced within Halcyon has continued to decline. Soon, people are going to start feeling hungry no matter how much they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying it from the closest colonies, but what we have will sustain Byzantium and a minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. Personnel files and the other corporations. Chairman, as the heads of the other 9 corporations are up in arms about their shares again, as the head of UTL, you can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again. Return to root. I'm gonna exit, save, hack to see the report. Dimethyl sulfoxide rather, 46 gallons, full quantity unavailable, partial quantity received by the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Benzene, 75 gallons, full quantity received by Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Sodium hypochlorite, 348 gallons received at Docking Bay 2, awaiting shipment. Okay, so that's just location for another thing, just in case I need it. And then the final thing that I want to do is actually check if I can see anything about Mr. Clark's message before I send it off. Contains reports about data and conditions on Halcyon. See, I'm hoping that sending this out is actually going to be a good thing, but I could see a negative consequence. Please wait 3 to 9 months to complete it. Sure. Almost up to level 29 as well. You can peace out of here. Board reputation decreased. I am fine with that. Strangely.
Nice and easy.
Hey, Percival. Be a little faster about that that whole office thing, by the way. Just think it'd be a good idea. I might be far enough away that this isn't gonna trigger them.
You gotta teach me that.
It
Okay.
seems to be fine. God, please hide something worthwhile in here. Please, pretty absolutely please. Absolutely nothing. Just a pretty room. God damn it. It cost me 4 of my extremely, extremely valuable, definitely not infinitely replenishable mag picks to get in. Made up for a little bit, TBH. But unless there's, reports or something on the desk, yeah, we're done. Fine. So if it's just about procuring the chemicals, then this mission's pretty much done. Carmen? Why do I have to talk to Carmen if the methyl sulfoxide? Oh no, it's just Carmen was in the way. Time to speech check the final boss. It is possible, in Fallout New Vegas to tell Legate Lanius, like, dude, WTF, bud? And he's like, yeah, all right, fair enough, WTF, bud. I mean, you can do it to the Master in Fallout 1 as well. It's broadly consistent across the board for that to be a thing that you get to do. This is the refined Byzantine. Yeah, it's fine. Here we go. Colonel Autumn in 3. I don't want to use that as an example because, like, the Master, like, it's difficult. Like, you have to know all of the information about the sterilization of the super mutants, which means that you have to have gone and interacted with certain things in the world and then pass a difficult speech check and still choose the correct speech options. Whereas for Colonel Autumn, it's like, you shouldn't do this. And Colonel Autumn's like, I will. And you're like, no, you really shouldn't. He's like, I definitely will. And you're like, no, I don't know about it. And he's like, oh, sorry. Whoops. I guess I hadn't considered that. And walks. Just a little bit of a pushover, frankly. And again, like, similar situation for the conversation with Legate Lanius. Like, it's extremely in depth, or reasonably in depth, whatever it is.
That scientist, the one who's been hounding the clerk.
Scientist who's been hounding the clerks. That seems like that actually might be important. They're all pretty unpleasant. What do you think they actually do down there? Best not to ask. Remember that one clerk, Emily? She found a badge and had one of them. She found a badge, one of them had dropped and went down to return it. Never saw her again. Okay, never mind. I thought that was going to be information about how to find a badge. Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Welcome to the Human Resources Portal for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Humans are our 4th most important resource in the Ministry. If you haven't complained about anything work-related, write about it here. You will feel much better after you do. From Carolyn Endicott. Issue. Finally taking action. Theodore Isaacs keeps eating my Purpleberry lunches. You know that sprat-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him. With cracker crumbs on his lips and Purpleberry stains on his lab coat. Working next to him and seeing him pick the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth just makes me want to scream. There, I did it. Screamed a little. That felt good. I'm just gonna go sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act, and then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm gonna be so livid. Did that complete a quest to do? Carolyn, a scientist, has an ongoing feud with Theodore, one of her co-workers. Oh, there's an update to the mission. There are some shipments at the dock awaiting transportation ministry. Maybe Carmen could help you sneak around. So we actually do know where Carmen is. Carmen is literally just in the docks. Imagine some dude and his friends walk into your office, 2 of them with creepy spherical masks. Some dude and his friends? I am no man. My character is female. I mean, they do have a rock and goatee, but they're female. Figured I should do 2 things at the same time that I don't get to do in real life. Number 1, be female. Number 2, wear a goatee. Okay, apparently we're disguised if we go in there. Let's back off. Let's actually try and find a different entrance in just in case.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
Good thing I have Z49.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
Show me the Camden's keycard. How's this?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
I am surprised by that. Oh, lie 100 or intimidate 70. Never mind. All right. Well, lie 100. Can I even reach lie 100? Because lie is the one that I have a little bit of difficulty with. Skills. Lie. Ooh, no, we can. Okay, I've got my dialogue hat on. 10. Keep missing the first half of the streams. We appear to be wrapping up the final missions on Byzantium at the moment. How else can I increase my lie? All right, I have the right clothing on. It could be go back to the ship and respec. My intimidate is 1 point lower than it needs to be. So we could use intimidate, but I think lie would actually be a better resolve. I'm gonna try and drink 2 different brews and see if that actually increases my thing twice. Alcohol only by 5. 2 different alcohol. Never mind. 2 different alcohols. Both of them increased. So I need 1 more alcohol. There we go. And then I'm drunk as hell, and that still isn't actually giving us the ability to do it. Silly, thank you very much for the gift of a tier 1 sub to Death Soul. Much appreciated, Death Soul. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. I'm too low. How else would I do this? Like, we increase our lie by having Ellie in the party. Felix, you can increase our persuade, not lie. Damn. I think Nyoka can increase our lie as well. Keep drinking? I mean, like, I can drink all of them. I don't think it's gonna work. Personality attributes. Stack both of those atop one another. Yeah, we can only get 8. Use mentats? Exactly. Do drugs stack? If so, that's broken. They don't. Well.
What?
Hey, Holt. I showed you my pass. If you don't do it right now, your official record won't be fit for polishing floors.
What?
Waste my time and I'll bury you so deep in citations you'll die of paper cuts before you ever crawl out.
Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. I'm so sorry. No one told me you were coming.
I told you I was coming.
Go on through. And let's forget this misunderstanding, huh?
No. I'm afraid. You know what? Actually, I'm so impressed with your behavior. I recommend you for early retirement. There's a facility that does some early retirement. It's an absolute paradise. Sure you don't want to go check it out?
Go on through.
No. All right, you're lost. You can only get so drunk, apparently. Don't I know it? I mean, can I just straight up...
Don't. No visitors.
Dr. Endicott can vouch for me.
Let me guess. She's still holding the catch-up packet incident over Holt's head, right?
Yep.
We've talked to her before. She can't keep letting her special friends down here.
Hey, I'm extra special.
Just get out of here.
Fine. Woo! No, it's just a plasma rifle Mark II. Again, like, it feels like this kind of thing should probably have a legendary weapon or something in it. UDL identity cartridge, obviously. We'll take that. At least it has something for me, the UDL identity cartridge. Although, did I not already have one of those? Could have down there sworn I did. Post. Yeah, we already had a UDL identity cartridge. Oh, God. So I guess it's just if we needed an extra one. Oh, and I could have actually lockpicked without being seen. Thanks for showing that I can do that at the very end of the absolute least. But now you're twice as identified. I haven't re-put on my suit, so I don't think it'll do that. Rhapsody, I think you can drink 1 gallon of whiskey or 1 sip of wine before you become drunk. You're right on the gallon of whiskey thing. I actually have like a really, really high alcohol tolerance, unfortunately. Wine though, I'm fine with wine as well. Tequila will instantly screw with me, but that's just because it makes me extremely nauseous instantly. Oh. What? Where am I actually? What? Where am I going? Did none of this area matter at all? Wine drunk is an interesting kind of drunk. I wouldn't know. I don't know if I've ever actually committed enough to drinking wine to get drunk off of wine. Just a bypass shot. That's it. All right. And some light ammo if I absolutely desperately need it. Because I got to this point in the game without making sure that I got light ammo. Glad they're finally providing. Alright, let's bounce, I guess. The only kind of drunk you don't like is vodka drunk? What differentiates them in your mind? Again, like, it was difficult to get in here. This has to be a meeting area later on or something like that. Because it can't be difficult to get in there and there was no reason to go in there whatsoever. Because literally there was 1 unique item in there. And actually, you know what? No, it wasn't unique. There was 1 item in there that was semi-unique. Dervish Mist, Oxycomp, Catalysis, don't need those. Got sick on vodka once, experience ruined it for me, but only if I get really drunk on it. Yeah, that's me with tequila as well. It's a 19th birthday of a bunch of people because you know it was the first time I'd ever drunk, but I'm a relatively big boy, and at the time I was a larger boy even, so I had like a decent innate kind of tolerance, which people kept overestimating and then just giving me more drinks until it was not good, until it was a bad time, and now I can't smell tequila at all without becoming instantly ill. Unfortunate, but eh. I used to have that with rum as well, but I managed to work my way through that one.
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law. What did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Perhaps you can enter the door in that area. It is an elevator. Much appreciated. I'll go check that in a moment. But Carolyn, what's up?
Sorry, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
No, you don't want to talk? It's fine. Do you know Theodore Isaacs, though?
I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he? That greedy little cysty pig.
My purple brie.
This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
Dish. I'm delivering a formal reprimand to Theodore, but management forgot to send my ID.
Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab. In fact, let's go there now. Theodore's out right now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good.
We've found our ticket in. Can I interest you in a moon helmet? Apparently not. You only had that reaction to a specific rum from your 21st birthday party? Rum is, like, I guess rum broadly has, like, a more diverse kind of initial pungent aroma than tequila does. It's the aroma of tequila especially that puts me off initially.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And she's on her own if she runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
So Holt now knows that I definitely lied. Oh, it's an elevator. Thank you. Red Knight. Got him. It's been a while since I've read Leet Speak, so I'm afraid I was a little unfamiliar, but I finally managed to get it, Red Knight. Ooh. This is a pretty far descent. I'm feeling like this is the end. I'm so surprised how you pronounce rum. Why would I not pronounce rum like rum? Actually, hang on. One thing that we do want to do to bail out here. Not this wrong, I just never heard it. Oh, like you would have assumed room? I actually have to quickly bounce. I'll be back for just a second. I want to go and talk to... Not Dorset. She's the med bay on Groundbreaker. Can't remember. Carmen. Carmen. Can't remember her last name either. But I need to go and talk to her. It's more like the German saying. Yeah. Fair enough. Is that weird? That's usually how you heard it. As in room? That's not familiar to me. Might be to you.
What is it?
I know of a shipment going to the Ministry of Accuracy in Morale. Can you send me in?
Are you crazy? The only thing more suicidal would be walking in the front door.
Just do it. Crazy's my middle name.
Hey, it's your neck. I can get you packed away, but it won't be a pleasant journey. Get ready to take...
If you let me suffocate in a box, I will rise from the grave and hunt you down.
Only if you can afford the board's exhumation fees. They're a killer. Just kidding. Relax, you won't be the strangest thing I've ever shipped to the Ministry. Follow me, and play it cool.
Of all the hull-headed ideas we've had, this one ranks somewhere in the middle.
My days of not taking you seriously are certainly coming to a middle. Well, I mean, like... So this is just another way of getting in? I thought this might have been for... extra resources that I might need at the end of the mission. Is there anything Australians can pronounce correctly? It's alcohols. They consume a lot of it. Yeah, we certainly do. Have you taken me here to kill me? All right. Well, frankly, you got the drop on me. Go for it.
Here we are. I hope you like tight spaces.
Come on. Well, I never. Okay, Ministry of Accuracy for all. Fine. Had to happen. I mean, we also have the actual UDL identity, though, so...
I swear that thing looked bigger from the outside.
You can just roam. It's fine. Why are you hiding 7 bits in this late game and area? Protect mission, fine. All right, we actually need to see the perimeter of this map. So, oh god, where am I? Ugh. So, I just made, okay. Right, we'll try and clear up, down, up. I mean, if I can get directly into the central lab, though, I'm definitely going to consider it. Frenzied test subject. It's sealed. Sealed. I imagine releasing these test subjects is a way to try and get them to cure out the facility, clean out the facility for you. They're wearing outfits we've never seen before, which means they probably have a larger role to play, seeing as the game doesn't really spare outfits easily. You ever use that phrase almost as much as nothing plus nothing? Caring nothing. There's a lot of those. Lovely little turns of phrase that Firefly managed to donate to my vocabulary. Much appreciated for them as well. Also seems like I might be able to hack the auto mechanicals in the area and then get them to fire on their own accomplices. Hey, bud. I'm gone. You don't need to. It's fine. We're cool. You didn't see anything. It was a blur. A mirage. Welcome to the Ministry of Accuracy Morale. For the protection of Ministry property, including Ministry personnel, dangerous subjects must be properly restrained over the containment cells, obviously. Containment log. UDL scooped the subjects up from various locations around Halcyon. None displayed any behavioral abnormalities or homicidal tendencies. We tested revivifying formula 132 on them, the one with high concentrations of adrenatime, and they began exhibiting hyperaggression. Whatever you do, do not open the cells, and then it just gives you a choice to do so. I don't want to do that yet. That might not be the way that I ultimately decide to resolve this mission. So I do want to see the other ways to do it, right? Because that way probably actually ends up causing harm, I have to imagine, to all of these subjects, considering how well armed everyone is. Cafeteria menu. Monday, Borst. Tuesday, Borst soup. Wednesday, Borst surprise. Thursday, Borst and beans. And Friday, beans and Borst.
Right there.
Love it.
No visitors allowed.
I'm not a visitor. I am... You better show some identification real fast if you want to keep your kneecaps.
What? That's what I asked you.
I asked you first, and now you're trying to gaslight me with it? Said you sounded like a wimp. Show some teeth next time.
Okay. Thanks for the tip. Now you really have...
Yeah, you're welcome. Got him. Alright, I'll refill that for a moment. This way looks like progress. Let's go the other way. Exactly.
Soldier.
It's quite literally a scientist over there that I'd like to speak to. You like Borst and beans, but beans and Borst are gross? Yeah. They never work well in that orientation, I find. Illegible plans. Oh, just a vaguely unnamed scientist? Sorry, I thought that was actually the scientist up there. Looks like the medical drone actually will immediately start fighting me. Cheers. I think we just had enough to get through there. And yeah, it looks like pretty much everything is going to lead me ultimately to here. Hibernation lab keycard, but we found it in through the other way.
You gotta show me how you did that.
Yep. And that was another person who checked us on that side. Yeah, so it's basically all of the paths seem to have different ways to lead to here. Like combat in one area, stealth in another, hacking in another. As you might imagine for a Obsidian mission. I'll consider whether or not I free the other people on the way out later. What does this take us back to? Another access to the central lab. Whoa, hang on. Completely different area of the central lab.
Huh? Lawbreaker. I saw that.
I'm not a lawbreaker. Talk to me.
This here.
You're not supposed to be here, are you? Relax. How do you think I got here? And UDL isn't supposed to hire jelly-spined milksops, but here we are. Neither are you.
What are you?
This isn't your shift.
What? Oh. I knew I had a funny feeling when I got out of bed today.
Go home.
Listen. I won't tell anyone I saw you if you don't tell about me. Just this one.
Deal. Back out into the main. We have the ability to go into security area. I mean, it just seems like the thing I might want to do.
Someone's pulling doubles until the retirement district is repaired.
So let's put doubles until the retirement district's repaired. Plasma rifle I don't need. Okay, so this whole area was useless. Lovely. Oh, never mind.
You better teach me that.
Sincere loot in here, please. Ultra, bypass shot. Yep, never mind. It just looks like, again, equipment that I don't necessarily need. I only get to talk them out of redecorating my face one more time. It's just a scientist. Animal testing? Seems like this could be helpful. Giles! Hey, bud! We're friends from way back when. I did say it'd be nice to have a man on the inside.
What a pleasant surprise. Thanks to you, Reginald, Philippa, and the rest are up to their old games of deception and seduction. But what are you doing here?
It's funny you should ask. Deceiving and seducing. I need to inspect the dimethyl sulfoxide.
On the other side of the lab? Why, that requires a top-level clearance. After all, we're running low on the stuff. I really shouldn't be doing this. But you did help me out. Take this key card. It'll get you into the hibernation lab where the remaining dimethyl sulfoxide is. If you're seen by any of the guards, however, I'm afraid I can't help. Good luck.
Seduce the door? We call that lockpicking. And, don't mean to brag, but I'm really good at it. How good are we, actually? 103, and that's because I'm drug addicted. View the lab notes. Trial 27. I've tried replicating the work Dr. Wells initially did on the revivifying formula, but his notes are basically unintelligible. There may be a few iterations. That's tetraborate ethanol, not toasted dinner roll. Maybe it is toasted dinner roll. Posted RV demanding results. I've submitted a catalog of dead sprats. I didn't realize it was possible to run out of sprats. Which genius left a new shipment of sprats in the kitchen? Still attempting to complete Wells' formula. Still going through dozen sprats a week. We've got a lot of work ahead of us if this is ever going to be effective at reviving people from long-term hibernation. So they're also trying to do the reviving. I mean, you know, we had to assume they were also trying to do the reviving, considering there's no other reasonable thing for them to be trying to do. Wait a second. Necropsy lab? No idea. You know I gotta find out what's going on. Nothing? Is this, again, like a callback for a mission later? I have to imagine, possibly.
Let the record show that Subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular incident brought about by a ruptured aneurysm.
That's an 86% failure rate for this batch. I think we can safely move on to the next.
And I had such high hopes for this one. Ah well, I suppose it could have been worse.
Yeah, they could have ended up like those poor bastards in containment.
Let's check the terminal first. View lab notes. Subject 19F, massive cranial hemorrhage upon removal from the hibernation chamber, intestinal rupture upon removal, lab technician accidentally shorted hibernation chamber, subject electrocuted, and pulmonary edema upon removal. Just gonna make my way through here. It's remarkable they didn't see me there. That said, we're about to get questioned for the last time. So I should make certain that I've already fully explored the map. Technically, it's liquefaction. That's a good point well made, frankly.